Hello, good
Hi,
evening.
good evening.
How is life?
It's going on Bangalore life, so it's an everyday busy schedule,
Yep,
so
of course.
going on well.
Actually, I came to know about this book,
Yeah.
Mridula. Before starting about Mridula,
Okay.
this book, what was your previous books?
This is my third book actually, and before this, I've published two other books. One is Soul and Whole, and the other one is Amorous Musings.
Okay,
And Amorous Musings was one of the bestsellers in Amazon.
okay.
And after that, my fictional poetry Mridula.
When did they release this book?
This one in the recently 1.5 months back in the month of March, especially Women's Day.
Okay.
It was released on Women's Day, just as a gift to all the wonderful women around. So
Okay. The previous are your two books, other two books, also poems.
yeah, till now I've written only poems, and this one is entirely different from the other kind of poems because it's complete sequence,
Okay.
a story of a woman. It cannot be only one lady, many other ladies. So it's their story, maybe giving resemblance to many people.
Okay. This book, okay, I have gone through the book. If I say it is prose and poem,
Yes.
what you say?
Yeah, it's prose and poem both mixed because when we are telling a story, it cannot only be in the format of a poem, right?
Okay.
So a mix of
Okay.
one sequence gives you complete story. It's not half a story; it's a complete story, and all 60 sequences together, you're going to get it as a full novel kind of feeling.
Actually, to write Mridula, what was the inspiration?
Yeah, inspiration can be, you can take it as authors. We all get inspired from each other. So I am in this world from past 40 years when July reaches.
Okay.
So this world is bearing me from 40 years. So 40 years of experience of human feelings.
Okay.
And I used to talk a lot with people.
Okay.
And I have a lot of good friends, and they share their feelings with me. So I cannot reveal, but it's a story of a woman.
Oh, since you told the 40 years life experience, maybe viewers will calculate your age now.
Yeah. That's not an issue. That's not an issue at all.
Actually, not only this book, your previous books. How do you develop that poems? Actually, that poems are individual poems. This is actually continuous.
Yes,
like
continuous.
a story. Previously, that book, how do you write? How do you take a subject to write a poem?
Yeah, sometimes what I do is, if I find it fascinated by some pictures. So I write picture poems. Sometimes some prompts make us to write some poems. So picture prompts, writing prompts, and sometimes our feelings all takes into account.
Okay, this book. Why do you select the name Mridula?
In Malayalam, my mother tongue is Malayalam actually, and Mridula, the word itself means soft, very soft. So the lady who has been described there is a very tender and soft lady who had to come across a lot of struggles, and just opposite to her name, she had to take some decisions in her life which is entirely not her way of living at all. She had to take some decisions, and that's how the story goes. Some kind of mysteries and interesting things in her life, a lot of struggles. So because of her character, the basic character of that lady, the name is Mridula.
Okay, in that case, okay, Mridula is a English poems
Yes.
or English work. For this book, why didn't you select any name like okay, Mridula, like a feather or some with mystery, or maybe a soft lady, some kind of English names?
It can be a cosmic call. I take it as a cosmic call because when I started writing, I haven't kept any name. If you read the poems in the beginning, till up to chapter 10 or 12, I haven't kept any name. After that, first Pratap comes and then comes Mridula.
Okay.
So, all that names just came into my mind. Yes, this should be your character name. We can't reveal the real person's name over there or real who is that fictional character. We cannot tell it. So instead of that, I wanted a perfect name, and it just came into my mind, yes, this name is perfect for that topic.
Here normally when we write any novel or any article, we used to mention the chapter names. If it is a prose also, there will be chapter names. Instead of the chapter names, you have mentioned the sequence 1, 2, 3, 60.
Yes,
to 60.
yes.
When we are going through the book, when we actually will come to know the name of the sequence.
Yes.
It is mentioned, okay, many other, what are the things, samples. Her deep secret, like that, honeymoon, like that topics.
Yes,
Why
yes.
you didn't mention that name as a chapter name in the index?
So all that things, what you say, some mystery I should create to the author, right?
Okay.
When I give the sequence name, then yes, what will be in that sequence? What particular she is going to do there?
Okay.
So I just want to create a passion in the readers to just go through there and look at. So that's the reason it was not given in the beginning and it's mentioned inside.
Okay. When we are going through the book, lots of female feelings. Female feelings, don't you think it as a male asking female feelings, not like that. The typical Indian female feelings are there in the book.
Yeah.
Because they are working lots of hours in the kitchen or in the home and taking care of the miseries of the house. In the book, most of the places, it is mentioned about the ladies, this kind of
Yes.
issues. Why you are stressing that kind of issues in this century?
In this century, do you think that women are not facing issues?
Not like previous, maybe 80s or 70s.
There are issues women are facing, which people like Mridula very rarely open up.
Okay.
And the feminist, I'm not talking about any feministic things or feministic ventures, and I'm not at all a feminist, but when the women and men, when they become equal, their comparison should be in an equal level. That's it. It's not women telling about, yes, we should not do like this. No, it is nothing against men. It is about only women, how she can empower herself. Being in such a condition, how you are going to take a decision further in your life. You're not. Now, Mridula, she had some obstacles. So what she did, she faced that issues and she came up with her own solution.
Okay.
She has overcome all that issues with some solutions, which are okay, just like an example for others, which are not wrong. She has taken proper decision to start a new job or to move ahead with a new office work and all. Everything her own decision. So it shows the decision making of women also. It's not only, yes, it is well known that ladies do a lot of work. So as the story comes up, Mridula, how from basic background, how she is transformed into such an like entrepreneurship. So that's it says about that lady. It's not about only that women and they are inside the kitchen. Not that kind of.
Here, when I'm going through the book, I came to know some words. Sandal smell, or sandal sticks, or that kind of words in many places, especially fragrance.
Yes.
How do you favorite with the why the particular reason to use that as, what is called smells, sandal smell or anything?
Yes, particular reason, yes. If you see, Mridula is a character who is from a orthodox Brahmin family. So Brahmin family is supposed to use such kind of incense sticks and sandalwood paste and all, and mostly jasmine flowers, all such kind of things they use mostly. So that's the reason I just try to incorporate even that, so that the reader will get to know an idea about the Indian background, how a particular caste system was working and what are the things they were using.
here actually Mridula is facing, or she liked very much love or romance, or she is against those things.
It's not Mridula is against romance or she liked very much of romance. It's not that. It is about a feeling of a woman which is not being cared.
Okay.
So either it be men or women, everyone like to be cared by someone who are so close to.
Okay.
Yes. So if it has not been the, maybe I'm sorry, the people who they are, she want to be like, yeah, they will support me in this way. No support she is getting in her life. You must see that. Not even a single support she has got in the beginning stage.
Okay.
So that she's left alone. Such kind of feeling she had, and when someone came into her life all of a sudden with such a lot of support, that's it's not kind of romantic poem. It is that she's getting care.
Here, one chapter you mentioned about crushed flower. Okay.
Yes.
Why is that? What is crushed here actually?
Crushed in the sense.
Whose life is crushed?
The lady's Mridula's life, when she's unable to understand the person and get in gel with.
Okay.
So that time, before any relation gets started up, what is important? The unity of minds.
Okay.
Right? When the unity of mind is not there, then how can you expect them to become one? Not possibility, right? So in that sense, she finds itself like, my life is being crushed.
Okay. Here, some places I had seen some positive vibes, like your sequence 13. They're impossible to sell or kill her thoughts flow. If the readers are taking it, is how readers will take positive in that.
See here, now in the sequence 13, she tells about her book of collection of poetry, what she used to write in her childhood. It was being taken away from her.
Okay.
Even though she hasn't lost the touch and she started writing again. So, an author is a lifetime author. If you have an instinct, that completely throughout your life it will go on. It is not for a day, it is not for a few months or not for a few years. Would you agree with that, being an author? If it is their instinct in your blood, then definitely no one can take away that ability from you.
Here in the 15th chapter you're saying about one lady's mysteries, not mysteries, work in their home. It is saying she started sniffing, heard similar olfactory response around. Okay, it is olfactory around means is she talking about her husband?
No. Olfactory means it's a smelling.
Yes.
So what happened is, while she was dreaming, she was ironing the clothes.
Okay.
So something burnt and
that's what you said.
Yeah.
Iron shirt burnt like. Okay.
Yes. So if we keep on telling like that, then they won't purchase the book.
No, it is not that.
Yes.
Some point why where it is positive vibes are showing, where it is negative
sure.
showing.
It's about
if we can
when we dream, in that subconscious mind we'll be doing some work, but something will be misplaced over there.
Most of the people, love to read a positive vibes book.
Yes.
Okay. If there is no negative, we cannot say positive.
See, nothing can be only positive or only negative. It's a mix of all the kind of emotions, right?
Yes. Is you and Mridula, how it is managed? How you and Mridula, is it equal or the same person?
It's not the same person, as I told. It's a person whom I know, but see here, when we write something, I write romantic poems, I write sensual poems, I write different kinds of poems for children, some very, critique type of poems, criticizing the society. Such poems also I write. But when I'm writing, I myself become that character. Now I've written a poem about Turkish biryani, a person going and eating biryani, cheating his wife. So that time I was that person, though he's a man. okay, the person who is eating a biryani is a man. But being a poet, I am that person that at that time, till I start and complete the poem.
Okay.
So what do you say, multi-personality, you can say that.
Yeah, many places I noticed females burden. Okay, even now, okay, I reached chapter 21. 21st chapter also, it is saying, the last line is showing, she still keeps cleaning vessels and it is. You are stressing the ladies at home, always in the kitchen, not feeling you.
No. Though she has had feeling that, yes, somebody is going to care for me, though I'm not receiving it. So again, keeping her dreams aside, she's coming back to her own household works.
Okay. In the 28th chapter, you are saying about despite the challenges, she must reach the store before getting downward successful services. Okay. It is a lesson for the ladies in India who are tied up in household work.
Yes.
They should come out and go for a job or some their own activities. They should get the freedom. I feel in that line it is showing. What do you mean? The same thing?
Yes.
The ladies should come out.
I'm so sorry.
How do you know when you are writing a book? You understand your limitations.
Okay.
How do you adjust or analyze your limitations?
Actually, I won't limit myself while writing. So I won't forcefully make it to turn this way or that way. It's how it comes in mind. Though Mridula is a story, real story, somewhere here and there, a few imaginary places, imaginary stories are added just to make the book a bit wonderful.
Okay.
So thought flow is completely once it starts, it's like ignited burner.
Some people got a habit of writing or reading a book. If it is a short story or if it is a collection of poems. Sometimes they will read, in the 16th page, what is the poem? They may read that poem. Okay, some other day they may read 80th page, what is the poem, that may read it. Some people got that kind of habit. How do you suggest this book for those people?
They can't go in that way. They have to start from first chapter.
Okay.
Because recently I've given my book to one of my friend who is from outside. So when he read that book, so the same thing he told. I started with this chapter. I told, okay, continue reading. Let me see how you're going to read it. Then texted me and told, it's so weird here, I cannot start from 15th chapter. Did I tell you to write it or read it from the 15th chapter? No, right? Go back and start it from sequence 1. Whenever you're reading a story kind of thing, it should have a beginning and it should have an ending. Now, till now, after reading what he's saying, yes, I'm feeling that as I'm there with Mridula. When I'm reading the book, I can find someone near to me that Mridula. So that is the impact what he has got from that book.
I see,
Maybe as you're told, that is correct. They will take the middle page and start reading